All right, what's up, guys? I am back working on my truck. Today, we're going to be replacing a multi-function switch, or a lot of people just know them as a turn signal switch. It's actually this little dilly-dally thingy right here. But anyways, this is actually the second one that went bad. This on a 94 Silverado. I'm pretty sure it works the same for 88 to 2000 maybe. But there's a dog over here barking at a cat. He's like in the window. Oh, there's a couple dogs in the window. Anyways, who gives a shit? Anyways, I'm like squirrel. But anyways, a multi-function switch. I think this works for 88 to 2000 Silverado. This actually, the switch, mine has cruise control. And this is the second one that I'm replacing on this truck. So I'm kind of wondering if these are notorious for going bad. But this is actually the switch. It's super easy to replace. I'm going to show you how to do it. Without having to replace the steering wheel, or without having to remove the steering wheel. If you remove the steering wheel, it's going to be a couple hour job or longer. But there's actually a way you can do it without removing the steering wheel. And the way it is you can actually leave this cord on the outside. You can't really see it. It's on the driver's side. Or you can run a cable through the inside of this. You just hook up the bottom, like almost like twist tie the bottom in there. Not really twist tie. Like bungee cord the bottom and slide it through. But typically, you want to do that when this wire is already through the inside, because you can actually pull the cord out and then have your wire attached to the inside, and it like holds its place, and you tie the new, let me find that new switch. You actually tie this little piece into the wire and slide, like almost like fish it through this location, so it's all hidden. But even having it on the outside, you can't really tell. It can be a 10-minute job, or it can be a 2 to 3 hour job, maybe longer if you remove the steering wheel. Never done it. Anyways, I'm about to get started. The first thing you want to do is remove this panel. The top is held together on little clips. Remove this panel. Sorry, I don't know if you can see that. Remove this panel. The top is almost like just slid in there with little clips, and the bottom has 2 screws on the bottom. I'm gonna grab an impact and then get started. So like I said, this can be a 2-minute or a 10-minute job, or a 2 hour or longer job. But anyways, there's 2 screws in the bottom. See if I can actually get a better view. There's one right here, and that's actually this one that already came undone. And there's another one underneath here somewhere, which there's another one underneath here that I'm about to undo. That's that, and then this entire panel just slides off. Now you have access to your multifunction. Your multifunction is actually this, your turn signal switch. These are actually pretty easy to take off. You almost just wiggle them and pull them out. But this cord right here that's on the outside, it should be ran through the inside of this. But the person before me changed it, and he left it out, so I never messed with it. So again, it can be a 2-hour job or a 10-minute job. I'd rather it just be a 10-minute job. So the other cord is actually, the other connection of the cord is actually right here on the back of this connector. But you literally just pull it and wiggle it loose, then it comes undone. That's your connector. So that's your multi-function switch. Like I said, if you're not too worried about this cord, you can just wrap that out, like reroute it the same way, the way I had it before. But some other dude replaced it. My cruise button is stuck in, so it's actually not really stuck in. It's just, I think it broke on the inside. It's all wiggly, see it? Anyways, these, you actually just pull them, wiggle them a little bit, and they pop out. That's your multi-function. Also, there is a little clip on the back of this. This little housing comes off. That's that. Super simple job. But again, it should be routed through the inside. I'm gonna see if I can do that, if I can fish it through. If I can't, then I will just run it back the same way I got it. This is super simple job, multi-function switch, 10-minute job or a 2-hour job. Remove that entire steering wheel, but fuck that. Okay, so I couldn't find a steel cable. Typically you'd want like a steel line, just a thin steel line to fish that through, but I wasn't able to find one, so I'm just gonna try to use this cable to fish it through. I'm not saying it's gonna be possible, but if it is, this is definitely a way you can do it, and I'm gonna show you how. Anyways, you kind of want to lift the steering wheel all the way up and then just start sliding this through to fish it through. Let's see if I can get it in here one-handed. I might have to go get a tripod. But anyways, you just want to slide that through and kind of wiggle it until it goes all the way down. It is a bit of a pain, but it's very possible to do. Let me do it with 2 hands. I'll be right back. Okay, so like I said, you just fish that through. This is actually the new multifunction. I literally just lifted up the steering wheel, and like to add a little bit more room, I just left it open like this and gave it that little extra push up. So it's actually not locked into place. Let me see. So I actually held it up with my shoulder like that as I was trying to fish it through, just to give it enough room. But you literally just wiggle it back and forth until it slides in. And as you can see, I fished it through the bottom right here. So that's actually going through the bottom, through here, through there. Like I said, this can be a 2-hour job or longer, removing the steering wheel and all these extra components just to be able to get that through. Or you can fish it through with the line right there. I'm gonna end up cutting this off and tying it on to this new one so I can fish that through. Shouldn't be too bad. So I ended up stripping the casing off, maybe about like 2.5 inches or so. This is actually the casing to the old wire, so you don't even need a steel fishing line. So I literally just cut that off, and then I ran one of the wires through the inside of that hole. This one's just gonna slide through the back. I'm gonna twist this around, make sure it's secured, and then I'm literally just gonna use this wire to pull this through. But I fucked up, because this actually needs to go through here first. So I'm gonna run that through real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is where I was saying I was fucked up. So this wire, this is my new multifunction. That wire needs to slide through there in order to hide all the wiring. And now I'm gonna tie the old cable onto this one. I'll be right back. So here's what this looks like. And that's actually through that hole in there. That's through this little gap right there. I just slid those together. I stripped these wires just so, I noticed when you have 2 bare wires, they just stick together better than 2 insulated wires. But I'm gonna wrap those around. I'll be right back. So I ended up just wrapping this thing up. I'm not sure if this is gonna be strong enough, because like I said, last time I did this, I did it with a fishing line, a steel line. And literally I'm just gonna pull this back wire and slowly just work its way through. Gotta be careful, make sure that's held on there pretty sturdy. Mine's pretty sturdy. But I'm gonna slide that through. I'm gonna do it with 2 hands. It'll be a lot easier. I'll be right back. So I'm gonna let you guys watch and see how I do this. The way I do it is I push this is actually the adjust for your tilt steering. So I'm gonna push this up, and I'm gonna push it one more time and then push it up, just so it gives me just a tiny bit more room with my shoulder. And then I'm literally just gonna push this through and wiggle it in, and it will literally find its way through. I know it sounds too good to be true, especially if you've been one of those guys that have removed an entire steering wheel to do this job. You will thank me later. But again, you just gotta be gentle and make sure your connection is secure. But it will literally fish its way through. Give it a couple wiggles. And I know it sounds too good to be true, especially if you've removed the steering wheel to do this job. But that is literally all it takes. As you can see, I got my connection through there right now. I know it sounds too good to be true, but your boy does it that way. Anyways, if you know this helped you, don't be a hater. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Everything I use is posted in the description. So once you got that ran through, all your wires are gonna be hidden. Last thing you wanna do is just put this multifunction switch back in the same way you got it out. I don't know how good you can see this. Let me see. But there is a little nipple on it right there. And that kind of just pushes it in place. So when you put your new one in, you literally just slide it in place with that little nipple. There's a little key slot inside there. And I know it sounds too good to be true, but it's true, buddy. There you go. We are in business. That's it. Everything's working now. And then this, you literally just disconnect it. And since we're not going to reuse this wire, I'm just going to snip all this stuff off. Like I said, if you've done this job and you spent the hours doing it, messing with the whole steering column, steering wheel, all that nonsense, it's a 10-minute job and it's super easy. Get your cord. Let's see if I can get you set up before you watch me plug it into where it needs to be set, which is right here. Let me move this wire. Let me see which wire. Oh, this one. So you just literally plug it in back here, back where you took it off from. It's kind of hard to see, but like I said, it's a super simple job if you do it this way. I'm done. Just put that, all you gotta do is put that panel back on. Your multifunction switch is fixed. Put that little casing back on. I'm gonna do all that stuff real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so the new multifunction switch is installed. That's this. Only thing left to do is to test it. So push it down. Turn signal works. Other turn signal works. Like I said, this one has cruise control. Windshield wipers. I need to replace that one. Don't be a hater. Only thing left to do is test that that cruise control. Let's take it for a drive. So turn signal, everything's working good. This road I can get up to about 30 miles an hour. No, I think the speed limit is 35 actually. The speed limit is 35. So I'm just gonna test the cruise. Right now it's off. I know somebody's gonna hate on me for using my phone right now. It's okay. Turn that bitch on. And the cruise is working. And to decelerate, where that button's at. Still working. We in there, baby. Anyways, I know I'm gonna get some hate for using my phone while I'm driving, but listen, man, I'm just trying to build this channel. Anyways, I know this helped you. Quit playing. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. My IG is linked in the bio. If you have any questions, send me a message. Products that I use, I'll post everything in the description. Anyways, I'm out.